Hi you guys, and welcome to your reading. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Right, I've just pulled some cards and I'm speaking to somebody that is dealing with some conflict or some obstacles, but they are persevering. Okay, there are some struggles you are dealing with, but you are persevering, you are going forward. There was some kind of, I feel like in your energy, either something happened or just generally how you're feeling, like you are not receiving the success you deserve. You are not recognized for who you are, the work you're putting in, and that could be the obstacles you're facing. Maybe there was some false triumph, like some kind of, you thought you were going to get somewhere, it didn't quite work out. There was some kind of, with the victory card in reverse, where you didn't get what you were owed. Something didn't work out for you that you thought was going to. Seven of Cups, I feel like you're looking at what went wrong maybe, or what your options are. Maybe some of you are feeling confused. You don't really know which way to go because something you really wanted didn't work out. But there is also some illusion here. Like this kind of your energy in different directions. Where do I go? Where do I not go? There is some illusion. And for some of you, something happened all of a sudden to wake you up. There has been some kind of sudden upheaval, some sort of destruction, something sudden happening. Destruction of the old ways, destruction of things that don't serve you, either the way you were thinking, people, situations, a job, whatever. There was something that just kind of, an upheaval of something. Something either didn't work out or some kind of truth was shown to you, some sort of realization you came to. There was an awakening, because you also have this awakening card. You have been awoken or are awakening to some kind of truth, some sort of realization, and you're walking away from things that don't serve you. You've decided, some of you have decided to head in a new direction where you were looking at, what do I do? What do I not do? All the possibilities, what's right for me. Some of you have made a decision in which way you're going. And if not, some of you are heading that way because something has been shown to you. You've come to a realization, maybe made a decision, and you are leaving behind what does not serve you. You want clarity now. No more of this energy of keep trying and not getting what I want. No more of that. And then you have the Emperor card. You're going to step into your authority, knowing. You're just going to know. Everything you've experienced is going to lead you to a place of just knowing what is right for you. I'm getting for a lot of you, there was all that confusion, all that doubt, all of that is going to be cleared. When you make this change, this is where you're heading. This kind of energy is where you're heading. Some of you are already embodying this. If not, this is where you're heading. Knowing what you want, having everything you want, having success, and also being like a leader as well. Some kind of leader, stepping into your power is what I'm feeling. But whatever the conflict was, whatever you were dealing with, you got Five of Wands in reverse, which means it's coming to an end, or it has ended. Maybe all of this, maybe things had to come to a head. There were things going on back and forth, things that were troubling you, and suddenly there was either an argument or there was something that happened, a sudden occurrence, needed to happen. Maybe it looked bad at the time, but really it's happening for your good. Something had to happen that's going to end this conflict, that's going to put an end to, I'm getting like even petty arguments or just a draining of your energy, and also this confusion energy, this not getting what I want, not winning, even though I'm persevering, even though you kept going, not winning, being defeated, feeling lost or confused. It's coming to an end. That energy is ending. You're heading towards this sort of wise leadership, authoritative person, that kind of energy. And then I will say though, you have felt quite alone. You have had to deal with whatever it was that's been going on, that's been troubling you. You have felt very alone in this. But trust that you are a very balanced person. I'm getting you are balanced. This is you persevering because you just kept going. You knew, you believed in yourself. You know you deserve more. And this is your energy. You're not going to feel overwhelmed by it. You're not going to not know how to juggle things. You're going to come into this balance, very together, very mature, like wise. I've got it. I know what to do. And you're just going to do it. You're just going to be very balanced. Also balanced in your emotions. I'm getting strength come through for you. Maybe you're finding your strength, or you have found it. And that's what's caused you. For a lot of you, you found through this, whatever it was that happened, right? You decided to walk away because you found your strength. You're like, no more of this. I'm heading in a new direction. Whether that's your thought processes or you actually made a decision of something you're doing in your life, you walked away from something that was not right for you. you made a decision. Getting that balanced energy, and then we've got a King of Pentacles. You will win. You will win. This will be you. Happiness, abundance, success. You know, this energy of it just doesn't work out for me. Feeling defeated is not, you know, you thought you were going to win at something and then you didn't. It's just so defeating. And that's what confused you, I think, further. What caused this illusion and confusion of, what do I do then? If I've been trying at this, it's not been working out. But trust me, you are walking away. You are letting go of things that do not serve you. It's ending. That sort of conflict within yourself as well is ending with the reversed Five of Wands. And you are heading towards everything you want. This is you. This is what you are destined to be. But that has been your journey to get there. You will have the success, the abundance. You will have, I'm getting like the everything you want. Just that King of Pentacles. You have enough. You have plenty. There's no more confusion because you've got that balanced energy, mature energy about you. You're handling your business, and this is where you're heading. Okay, King of Pentacles. For some of you, there was this message that came out. Where is it? Right, because I pulled some cards from another deck, and there was connection came out. I was like, okay, what about this connection? And then from a different deck, a card that came out and fell on top of this one was potential. So there is, for someone here, there is a potential connection coming in. And what I'm seeing by potential is not, will it work out, won't it work out? This is potentially, like, they have the potential, I feel like, to be the kind of connection that you want. There is something about a potential connection. And also I'm getting the potential in you, like, you don't feel defeated by things not working out for you so far, or like how your life has been so far. You have planted the seed. You are somebody that is kind of growing into everything, into that King of Pentacles where you're heading. That is who you're becoming, okay? This is you. Potential. But also for someone, there's something about a potential connection. I'm going to see if I get more clarity on this throughout the reading. But that could be for someone who needed to hear that. Right, and then we have got guidance. I've been getting this card a lot recently. So a lot of people are being guided towards a new path, a new way of thinking. And then we've got adventure and heritage. So there is an adventure you're going on. You walking away from what doesn't serve you, heading in a new direction, like changing the way you think about things. You are unlocking. I feel like you're being guided on an adventure. This is where you're heading. And there's something about heritage. And this says, cherish the wisdom and experiences of the past, passing them to the future. I feel like your journey is going to be this epic one. It's going to be this adventure. You've been through a lot of trial and error, trial and failure. And you're like, I really should have won by now. I really should have got there by now. This is all part of the adventure. It might not feel great right now, but you are heading in that more positive direction where you will be enjoying life more. And this is what you will be passing on this torch, everything you've learned, the wisdom you've gained from your journey. If you just tried at things straight off the bat, got everything you wanted, there's no lessons learned. There's no struggle gives you soul, right? I'm not saying we have to have struggle, but any struggle you experience, I feel like your soul evolves through it. The things you see, the people you meet, the experiences you have, the change in your perspective, the things you learn, it makes you who you are. And you are going to pass that on to other people. You may get to, this is what I'm getting with the Emperor, this kind of leadership role. You're going to be kind of passing on what you, can you see he's holding onto something there as well? Just that I'm feeling like some sort of like, it's like a stick with flowers at the top, but this is like a light at the top. And this is what I'm getting. You're passing on the wisdom. You will teach others based upon your journey, your life, what it has been. It's going to teach you so much, and you're going to teach others. You're going to help others and inspire others. There's some sort of leadership, teaching, passing on the torch that I'm getting from that. And then you have restore mind, body, and spirit. So for some of you, this is going to be very beneficial. If you are still struggling, if you are still trying to come into terms, you haven't really got into that Two of Pentacles energy where everything is balanced yet. True healing happens when you align mind, body, and spirit, reconnect to your essence. This will make you more powerful. This will elevate you. Really having that time to yourself. Maybe some of you are already doing this. This could be what a lot of you are already doing, which is balancing your energy, helping you deal with a lot of things that you're experiencing right now. And then we have honoring the past. So whatever you've been through, honor it. Know that it's a part of your journey. Like I said, this is all part of what you're learning and what you're going to pass on. And you're going to teach others and help others with. But you will have your success. You will be wealthy. You'll be healthy. You'll be happy. You'll have love in your life. You'll have everything you want. You will get there. Just Right now, your energy needs to be focused on yourself, balancing your energy, getting to that place, elevating your mindset, spending time by yourself, even realizing, maybe changing the way you see the way your life is planned out. Your story is sacred. Each step behind you carved the path beneath your feet. That is precisely what I'm saying. Everything you've lived has carved the path beneath your feet. It was a part of the journey. It had to happen. It was a part of the journey. Honor the past, change the way. Take some time to change the way you're seeing your life. See yourself as a winner. See yourself, I used to do this, right? See yourself giving like an interview. This is really helpful when you want to embody the energy of the Emperor, of the King or Queen of Pentacles, right? See yourself as already there, and are people are inviting you on the podcast, are trying to interview you and say, how did you get there? And you talk about what you're living right now as if it was a thing of the past. So I went through this, it didn't work out, and I remember feeling so down. I remember having these kind of thoughts, but I persevered. I spent time by myself. I did this. So you're going to be an example, and that is literally you, what you're going to be. You're going to be that emperor, helping others, teaching others. People will want to know your story, but you can really get into that energy by doing these things. That it's like there was a program called From Rags to Riches, right? The Rise and Rise Of. Because there's some rise and fall of, I think that was a program, but there was a rise and rise of. So someone that just keeps rising. So don't see these defeats or when things don't work out as a fail. See it as rise and rise. I'm just on this step right now. I haven't quite gotten there, but I'm on a certain step. I'm going to honor where I am, where I've been. This is a part of the story I'm going to tell. This is going to be part of the journey. I can't just think of like people that are like in their later years. They sit there and say, yeah, you know, I didn't really do much with my life. Things always worked out. I had a great partner, I had a great job, or I had a great career. Things just work out for me. Never really faced any obstacles, but yeah, it was really fun. Or there's gonna be someone that's gonna tell you about an adventure they went on, how they thought it was all over, and then something happened, and something great happened, and then something else happened that made them question it, but then they kept triumphing. Like, you're gonna go from rise to rise. Like, this is an adventure. See it as the adventure that it is. You are being guided. You are not alone. That is going to end. This Five of Pentacles, doing it all by yourself, feeling alone, that will end. Trust. This, you clicking on this video, watching this message is guidance in itself. It's a sign in itself. And then we have infinite imagination. Oh my God, you know what? This card came out and I was like, I'm going to need some clarity on this. I don't really understand how this fits with the message. But now that I just felt guided to say that about using your imagination, telling the story as if you have reached where you are and telling people about this, what you're experiencing now, how it was just a part of your journey. Use your imagination. Use your imagination to really change your energy of start talking from the place of that person that's achieved it all. Start talking about your troubles now, how they were just something that it felt awful at the time, but it just kept getting better. Make it up. Who cares? Like, something about your imagination, using your imagination to really uplift your energy at this time. Let your mind wander beyond the known, where the seeds of creation wait to awaken. By doing this, because I don't know why I felt guided to tell you this, right? To do that, to practice that, talking about your story as if you've already made it and have some fun with it. Pretend like when I was younger, I used to watch MTV, Rise and Rise Of, and these kind of things. And I used to pretend that's going to be me. I'm going to be talking about, you know, I was still in school at the time, but that's just something I did because it was fun. You need to connect that fun, that joy, that play. Have fun. Who cares if it works out that way or not? You will win. That is going to happen. But how it works out, this is where you can use your imagination. And it says it, where the seeds of creation wait to awaken. You are literally paving the path for what's going to come with the way you're thinking now, with what you're doing now, with your energy. Right. Let's go to the Mystic Forest deck. Let's see if there's anything more on this. Oh, shuffle that. Let's see if there's anything more on this. Any more guidance, any more indication of what you're experiencing. We've got Life Source come up. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. This is what I was saying about joy. Play, have fun with this. Trust everything that is happening for a reason. Can you see that person just playing, just having fun, being in nature? Have some lightness about you is what I'm getting. And then bottom of the deck, we've got remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. Know yourself. Know yourself. Remember who you are. You are bigger than this. You are bigger than the struggle. You are bigger than whatever it is that had got you down. You are big. Maybe you are starting to remember who you are. Maybe you are starting to connect with that. Have some fun. You are literally creating what comes next. You are meant for great things. And I feel like you're being guided right now to play, to have fun, be creative, and just treat this life as an adventure and trust that it's all working out for you. I feel like that's the message. I will go to the self-care deck, see if there's anything in there that can help us, or help you rather, or any sort of indication about what you're experiencing right now, what can help you. But I do feel like joy and play, creativity, treating this like an adventure, not being hard on yourself. We've got pamper. And this is very much connected to this kind of energy. Those of you that are doing this or need to do this, this is significant for some people watching this. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Pamper yourself. Do things that make you feel good. I'm getting that will help you through whatever it is you're experiencing. And then we've got happiness at the bottom of the deck. I've got this card again recently. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Which one are you? How are you focusing on your situation right now? You get to decide. It says you choose. You are deciding this. Right, okay, I think we'll finish with the why deck. So if you have a question in mind, why is this happening? Why me? Why whatever? Get it in mind and let's see. Okay, we've got one card fall out already. Sorry, the whole deck just slipped because they're kind of glossy cards. So they've all just slipped out of my hands. So I'm going to shuffle again. Right, we have one card that's already fallen out. Let's see if there's anything else. Normally I get 2 or 3 fall out of this deck, but let's see. Right, we've got 2. To help you find your inner strength. That is the answer to your question. And because you're capable of more than you realize. You definitely have this great destiny. The King of Pentacles. And we've also got because you're being protected. So that might be for someone specific that needed to hear that. Okay, I'm going to go to the Mystical Wisdom deck next. I feel like I thought I was going to wrap up this reading, but I just felt to go to one more deck. Let's see, maybe somebody needs something extra, needs a further message, some confirmation maybe. Maybe somebody's doubting themselves. I don't know. But let's see what comes out of this deck. Okay, we have 2 cards that have come out. We have got intuition. Trust your intuition. Do not doubt yourself. Trust in your gut feeling. And then we have unicorn. Invite serendipity. Just have some fun. Joy, play is what I'm getting. You never know what's going to come. Invite serendipity. Things could happen by chance. You might go somewhere to do something fun and enjoy yourself, and you might meet someone that is the right person that's going to get you to where you want to be, is going to help you along in some kind of way. Just believe in kind of the magic of the universe is what I'm getting. Just trust. And that person's got their eyes closed, leaning back on the unicorn. Invite some serendipity, have some fun. You are capable of more than you realize. I feel like for some of you, the message is let the universe open up these possibilities for you. Okay, there's this time travel technique that you can use as well. So see yourself, because you are going to become the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? You are going to win. That is done. So now see yourself there. What does your dream home look like? Maybe see yourself walking out of your bedroom onto a balcony, looking at this beautiful view. Maybe you're in your kitchen, maybe you're with your family, whatever. Just look around you in this scene, in this sort of like a movie scene. You just stepped into it, you're there, you've won. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Just, it could be anything, right? Now in that moment, you're like, I have it all. I've done it all. I'm very happy. It's all worked out for me. What do I want to do now? I'm going to do a time travel. I'm going to go back to a day maybe 20, 30 years ago, or 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever it might be, right? I'm going to go back to a point where I was struggling or I doubted myself, which is probably you right now, where I needed some hope. I needed to see things in from this higher perspective. And imagine yourself from that place of having everything you want, doing time travel, stepping into a time travel machine, but somehow dropping into today, dropping into who you are now, right? So you already are that person, but you've come back, time travel, to experience one day as yourself here. What would your future self do differently? How would it speak to you? What would it try and tell you? What what would your future self say to yourself now? How would you tell your story? So that's that trick of talking. That's that trick, that kind of game. I would say that exercise, but it's not an exercise. It's a fun game to play where you're telling your story from that perspective of having everything you want. So the adventures you've lived, what you're going through right now, how you view it as your future self, how your future self would view it. Tell the story that way today. Just try that. Let me know how it goes. That really does work to uplift your energy and speak and embody the energy of everything you want, the person you want to become, and uplift you now to become a match to that. Start doing that. Start having fun playing these games, just like children do. Children are very imaginative. They play teacher, doctor, whatever those games were, where you just pretend to be something else and they start acting like it. You start acting like a doctor, doing a checkup on your friend. Start giving them some advice, some medicines to take. Have some fun with it. See where this takes you. See how it uplifts your energy and how you're going to align with that energy of everything you want to be. That King and Queen of Pentacles energy, you are going to align with that. So let me know how it goes. That was your reading. Let me know how it resonated in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped at all, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.